Well, we are out here making feed for the finished calves. That's them over there. They're in the shade, so you probably can't see them, but we've got a mix of distiller's grains and whole cottonseed in that gravity wagon that I'm using the Ford 5000 to auger. And we took the screen out of the hammer mill, and we're running 950 pounds into the grinder mixer. Then we'll add our corn and our minor ingredients. Things like calcium, rumensin, a buffer so that they don't bloat, because these calves are getting about 20 pounds a day. But yeah, we're putting in, this is the protein and fiber source. Whole cottonseed also is very high in fat. So this is our finished ration. The whole cottonseed in there is also high in fiber, and that's to help slow their gut down and help them digest that corn a little more efficiently and improve gain. So we're up to 600 pounds, so I probably better watch it a little closer. All right, well, we got all the DDG and whole cottonseed mix in. So now I've got to open up this hammer mill. Never seen the side of a hammer mill, that's what it looks like. A bunch of knives that rotate around real fast and it grinds up whatever product's coming through. And right here on these bars, normally there's a screen like this with all these little holes. This sizes whatever you're running through the hammer mill. So let's see if we can, you can't really see. That white fuzzy stuff is the whole cottonseed, but we don't want that all chopped up, so we took the screen out. But for corn, we want the screen in. All right, now it's time to go put the corn in. Drive on over here to these corn bins, these hopper bottoms. We're going to make about 8,000 pounds of feed for these finished calves. This is the second time I've ground feed for them. They lasted about 40 days on the first 8,000 pounds or so. Alright, we got to get our auger lined up. And back up a little more. So I just finished grinding feed for this hopper. Got 8,400 pounds in there. That's for our fall calving cows and for the calves we're about to wean. And in the Ranger here, I've got our minor ingredients that I need to go stick in there right now. So here's where we keep, or we're currently keeping, our finished feed. It's in what we call the granary. This is just a barn. This is just a room, basically. It's where they always used to keep feed, and we did for lots and lots of years till we got that bin. But we don't have a second bin, not yet anyways, to put this feed in, so we're just putting it in here. And you can see all the white, that's the whole cottonseed. That's the whole cottonseed. So we're going to fill this room up. 8,000 pounds. It'll be stacked crazy high. boy, just look at that thing. That's, the front tire, you can't even tell is John Deere yellow. It's just all brown. It has just been a muddy, sloppy mess around here. I mean, terrible. Once it warms up and dries out, I can wash this thing. But when you go out in the mud to put out hay every couple days, there's no point in pressure washing it when you're slopping around in a foot of mud. But got all the hay ground, and now it's time to, now that it's warming up, springtime, trying to get some tractors serviced. So we're changing the oil in the 7130, and then I've got the 5100 sitting back here waiting. It's going to be next. Get the oil changed in it, and new filters, and then I've got new hydraulic filters for both of them. I probably won't do that tonight though, running out of time. But she's about drained. Got the new filter on. I always write the hours and the month and year that it was changed. I drained the water fuel separator. I've blown the radiator out, and before I move it, I got to add a little bit of coolant to it. But it's always good to keep your tractors maintained. You know, when we bought this thing, you know, the intention was to have it for 30 years. Well, here's a classic example. We tend to keep tractors and stuff for a long time. You know, I need to do an equipment tour sometime. But so we change the oil. My rule is every 250 hours or 1 year. So this tractor's got 260 hours on this oil change, and it was a year ago that I changed it. So gonna get her changed, get some fresh put in it, and running. Well, here's what we're running. Some ConocoPhillips 1540 diesel oil, and then we'll put some SFR in it. We've done that for a lot of years, put SFR in our tractors, and it seems to work good. We haven't done an engine overhaul yet, so I'd say our maintenance program is doing pretty good. But yeah, I really don't want to overhaul an engine on this thing, so hopefully we can keep her going. The 5100 out there, it's only got about 160 hours on that oil change, but it was a year ago that I changed it, so we're going to get it changed too. I really don't like going more than a year. So this 7130 is a 2008. We got brand new in 2009. It was a year old. It's got 3,161 hours on it. So, I mean, it's 10 years old. We've had it 10 years, put 3,000 hours on it. So that's really not that many. The 5100 is a 2014, and it's got 560 hours, I think, on it. It's pretty low hour. But, well, I need to get oil in this tractor. Alright, we've got the filter on, the plug back in, and we're full of 21 quarts of oil. So you always want to make sure that your plug's in, your filter's on tight, and then you always, before you're done, you want to start it. You always want to start it and then look for leaks. Look around your oil filter, your drain plug, everywhere. Once it, you know, the engine starts producing oil pressure, you want to check all that, because you could get the oil filter on cockeyed or the seal in there not quite right, spray oil everywhere. Just take a minute, make sure nothing's leaking, and close her all up. Then we'll go get the next tractor. It's always good too to come in and check, make sure you don't have any alarms on or anything. So we look to be good. So I think we're gonna back this girl out. Well, I should really pay attention to what I'm doing. Turn the tires straight. Back her out. We'll make room for the 5100. All right. Pull this one in and get it done. All right, well, the 5100E is in. The oil's draining, just about drained. Got the new filter on it. So a few more minutes, let it drain, then we'll fill her back up. This tractor takes about half the oil that 7130 does. The 7130 takes 21 quarts. This one takes not quite 12 quarts, which it is a smaller motor. This is a 4.5 liter. And that 7130's got a 6.8 liter. This one's a 4-cylinder. 7130 is a 6-cylinder. Now this is a 100 horse tractor. The 7130 is 120 horse. I think I've said it before, I like the amount of, oh great. Alright, well, before the air compressor interrupted me, I've got this all done. She just needs started, need to check for leaks, and I'll blow the radiator out and put her up for the night. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. We are preg checking fall cows. They should all be bred, and weaning their calves, weighing their calves, and got to get a bunch of bulls tested. So it's going to be a big day. We'll see if I can get some footage of that and make a video. So anyways, see you guys later.